to the terrain tutorial stream part 3. So yeah, today I'm going to be going over mainly WorldPainter. Oops, I need to stretch this out so I can see things. Hold on, sorry. Send out things, make sure they're sent. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be going over WorldPainter mainly today. I have a bit planned. So to start off, we're going to be going over how to make height maps, and just the height maps pretty much, both in WorldPainter and in Photoshop. So you don't have to use Photoshop, you could use pretty much anything as long as it can create clouds of this sort. But I wouldn't guarantee that that's gonna be a thing in most other Photoshop-esque programs. So yeah, I'm gonna start out with WorldPainter here once it opens up. But yeah, this is gonna be important later on once we are actually in WorldPainter here. So for now, I'm gonna move that to the side and we're gonna get WorldPainter going here. And let me get back to the dashboard so I can see if people have questions, I can answer them. Yeah. Alright, well, it's taking forever to load today. I should have opened it before I started. Jeez. There we go. Alright. Make it a little bit smaller so you guys can see things better. Okay, so to start things off, sorry. Okay, so to start things off, sorry, I needed to fix where my mic is so I can actually talk into it. Okay, okay, so normally you just get these as your default brushes, and as you can see I have quite a few more presets here, and I like to kind of drag this to the side so that it forces the thing to be a little more stretched out. Alright, so yeah, these are the default brushes. I would recommend you make a couple of brushes in Photoshop first and then do this method that I'm about to show you. So basically for this, you go ahead and get the brush you want to use and make a mountain that you want to turn into a brush. So for this, the more mountain you have, the more or the better your brush will be. So for this, you do want to make a new terrain because you do need some specifics in the terrain. So yeah, you don't really want hills, so we're gonna set this, or actually we're gonna turn this off and we're gonna make it flat, and that is pretty much most of what we need to do. We can also make this a little more simple and make it some other block, but for now we'll just keep it grass. Okay, Minecraft seed land, make sure it's land and create it. Okay, the size of it is not as important. Oh, whoops, I made land. I need to undo that. Okay. Alright, so yeah, if we get a brush, and we actually go to the push and pull, which is going to be actually how you would make terrain. This is the basics in the beginnings here. So if you hold down Option and use your scroll of whatever you have, it'll rotate your brush. And if you hold down Command or Control for Windows, it'll make your brush size larger. So yeah, as you can see, once we start right clicking and left clicking, it pushes and pulls our terrain. So left click will pull it and right click's gonna push it. So for now, I'm just gonna kind of wing it here. I'm gonna click on a couple of these different ones. These are not quite mountain brushes, but that's okay. Maybe I don't want a mountain. Maybe I want something smaller. And of course, you can rotate and move it around while you are pulling the brush. It's just kind of laggy while you do that. Hello, Ren. How's it going? So yeah, we're gonna go with that, and I'm just gonna kind of show you the basics on how we actually make a brush with this. So this is gonna be a really crappy brush. Keep that in mind. Normally, you'd want to make or spend a bit more time on this and make it a bit better and more, mountain-esque or whatever. But for the sake of this, I'm going to keep it simple. So you're gonna go to File and Export once you've actually gotten a nice, well, height map that you want to work with. And as you can see, there's a nice setting up here for Export as height map. If you can't see that, I actually, oops, it is there. I need to actually, you know what? For this tutorial, I'm gonna get rid of the, oops, sorry. If I can find Steam, there we go. I'm gonna get rid of the ES thing, the capture thing, because I think it's important for you guys to see me actually clicking on these buttons. So yeah, if we go up to File, and we go to Export, and Export as a height map, you'll get this. I'm gonna save it to my desktop, because that's the easiest, and a PNG is correct, so that's what we want. Go ahead and save it, and if we wait for that to happen, hopefully it'll pop up here and actually save, because it has happened where things have just not saved before while I'm doing all these things. It might not save. This could be problematic. Well, the point is, normally you would go and you would make this, you would turn this PNG and you would go into your, oops, sorry, go to View, right? Oops. If I can find things here. Oh, sorry, it's not in view. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, if I can find the PNG, maybe it saved to my other desktop here. Let me look and make sure. Okay, well, I am not sure what's going on with that. Sorry, guys. It just, I don't know why my computer does this sometimes, you know? It just refuses to keep up with the computer. Let me, well, first of all, where's my, uh-oh. Now I'm really confused. Because it's not showing my screen is actually recording right now. Oh boy. There should be a black dot up here somewhere that's showing it's recording. Whoops. Why is QuickTime Player not doing things here? Uh-oh, maybe I wasn't. No, it should be. I don't know what's happening. My computer's being dumb. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, guys. Every time I try to do things, it'll last as long as it takes me. Honestly, I may have to reset here. I don't know what's going on. Let me actually, you know what? I'm just gonna quit. Oops, not that one. Not that one. Nope, 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 nope. Sorry. I'm gonna quit QuickTime Player here. Oh, there, it's showing the recording now, but it's, I don't know why it's showing the screen recording. That's new. Okay, well, let me try one more time and save it to save this as a height map for you guys and see if it actually works. Because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, I guess. Okay, let me save it to a, you know what? Let's make a folder and just, we'll call it that. Wait, nope, we're gonna save it to the new folder that we just put there, just to make sure that it saves it, because you never know here. Oh, now it's not, oh boy, it's not even showing my folder. I don't know what's going on right now. What? Is it going to the wrong iMac, or the wrong, maybe it's going to the wrong, you know what, it could be the wrong user. It needs to go to this. Let's make sure it's actually going to my correct thing. Oh boy. Users, me, desktop. Oh boy. Okay, if this doesn't work, I don't know. It's not gonna save it. It should be there. Well, gee. Oh, ha! You saw that, it popped up like 10 minutes after I did it. Okay, finally. I don't know if this is the first or the second one, but we have it. So yeah, once you have this, as you can see, this is probably not ideal, and I'm gonna show you why right now. So if we go to our lovely, whoops, we need to make sure actually on WorldPainter. If we go to tools and we go to open the custom brushes folder to actually drag that in there, and we go over here, I'm gonna go ahead and add a new folder and call it my brushes, and we're gonna throw this one in there. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make another folder within this because I've actually organized all these the same way, so I'm gonna keep myself organized here. New folder, and we're gonna call this tests. So yeah, I'm gonna show you why this is really not an ideal brush, and why it's more ideal to make them in Photoshop first, at least, and then do a little bit more work before you make this into a brush. So yeah, if we just go ahead and went with that, and we drag that straight into our tests to use as a brush, and we go ahead and quit it and restart it so that it works. No, we don't want to save this. We don't care about that right now. So we quit it. Eventually, if my computer can keep up with things, and reopen it. So, if you haven't already guessed, basically the reason that this is not a good PNG is mostly because of the, well, I mean the gray too, but also because if it ever loads, we're just giving those pauses, those dramatic pauses, you know, that's all. Oh gosh, it's taking so long to open for, oh. Okay, there we go. Alright, so yeah, if we go ahead and we go in here, oops, stop. Why is it not showing the other things? Sometimes it doesn't show the actual other menus, but you can click and you can eventually get them to work. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, if it does that for you, they're still there. You just gotta keep clicking, and they'll work. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna open a new world again. Oh nope, we're not opening it. Sorry. We're gonna make a new world and do the same thing. Make it flat. We could probably make this at level like 1 and make water level 0 so that there is no water, and then let's do advanced here, and let's configure it so that it's all grass, because this is actually what I'm going to use to do the actual terrain here in a bit. So I'm showing you now how to make the actual, or how to edit and get yourself an actual starting terrain. Normally I would start with actually a spherical one, or not a spherical, cylindrical. No. What's the? Gosh, a circle. There we go. Not the three-dimensional shapes. Yeah. So I would normally delete pretty much all these here, and we're just gonna leave grass. And hit OK, and there's that, and we don't really care about that. Ocean is fine because it's easier to usually see the what you're doing, and ocean is better for when you export. So yeah, if we go ahead and make it a circular world, you can see once it loads, it'll show us what our world is actually going to look like. Well, it should show. Usually it shows the whole thing. I'm gonna make it 1,000 because that usually looks the best. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna go into 1.14 because I want to see how that goes. All right, so yeah, we're gonna create that. Not a problem. And you can see we have our circle world. So normally I would go in and also make the terrain 1 block. For now, this is fine because I'm going to show you why this also works, because I don't want to do any texturing. So yeah. The next step here is going to be to show you guys Photoshop. So for this, to make height maps, this is the way I would recommend making height maps first for your brushes for actually making terrain in WorldPainter. So what we're going to do first is Command New, Command N for a new project, and we want to make sure we're using the right presets, and that is where this comes in handy again. As you can see, these are the recommended sizes for the brushes. I usually just go straight to the large because large really isn't that large to begin with, and I think it's better to just go with the biggest sizes you can get. That way they work better. If you have to though, and you want really precise brushes, go with small. Medium is if you really want to, go for it. But yeah, most of the time I would say go with large, and if you click on it, it's literally just a black image. I mean, I don't know how else to, yeah, it's black. So, yeah, that's the recommended size. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with that, which is 601. Oops, not 5. That needs to be 6. By 601, and whoops, jeez, there we go. Not 6,021. All right, and then we're just gonna go with one. Well, you know what? Nah, we'll just leave it as it is. 256. And we're gonna call this Test Brush 2 because it's the second one we've done today. All right. Okay. So you're gonna want to make sure that this is in the default position. That's important. Otherwise, this won't work properly. And once you've done that, you can pretty much get rid of the thing here. We can. I'm gonna go ahead and just add a thing here and get rid of my background. We're just gonna not worry about it. So yeah, now that we have our background, actually, sorry, I almost forgot. You can't just get rid of it. So yeah, you do want to get rid of it technically because it's white, but then you are gonna go in and make sure that you have black, and then go ahead and paint bucket that thing black. Okay, so, or you can just fill it, you know, it's also an option. However you want to do it, it's got to be black. Then we're gonna go to the lovely filter thing here. We're gonna go to render, and then there's two different ways technically to do this, but I'm gonna just go ahead and run through the whole thing and then explain what the second way is. Actually, so I'm gonna go through the first one and then I'm gonna make a second one. We'll do it that way. I'm gonna make it the first way and then also make it the second way. So yeah, just so you guys can see it. There you go. We got some clouds, and if we go ahead and use Command or Control if you're on a nice Windows, Control L. Whoops. We don't want to bring up the thing. Whoops. We can bring up our levels thing, and we're going to do that in just a second. But if you want, you can also go through and press Command or Control F, and it'll cycle through a bunch of different variants, assuming that you maybe didn't get the one you wanted the first time. So yeah, we're just gonna maybe go through a few times here. I want one with like a lot of black in it. That sounds like a nice. Let's see if we can get some with a little bit of black. There's a good chunk of black. That's good. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do it a couple more times because I want to show you guys what we have to do in conjunction with this. Okay, so this is the first method. There you go. We got some clouds. Actually, this is a height map. We got some mountains right here. Actually, this is gonna turn into mountains. Yeah, I'm about to blow your mind. We're gonna turn into